This has been the most frustrating sheep hunt I've had in a long time. Jason's a pretty good goer too, so we've been putting on lots of miles. And yeah, we got one ram in this basin here. We've been kind of sitting tight watching him, and then nothing else came out, so we went and checked out this other little draw that I'm standing right above looking at. Bone dry. And yeah, it's sparse. I think we're up to 27 rams now that we've seen. And not a one's been legal. Just sitting near camp. Got a herd of caribou coming right to us. One pretty good bull that I think we're gonna take. We got into the river bottom behind this bank. So we can kind of move to cut them off and see where they pretty much were heading right to us. But it was so wide open that if we moved towards them, they were certainly going to see us. So some cows and calves are in front of them, so they'll probably follow roughly the same trail. We should be good. I'll peek over, see where they're at, and make a play. We'll just make sure we're on the right one. Yeah, they're going to be less than 200. Coming right over the rise here. They're coming. Just be real still, yep. Just let them come all the way out. Yep. Yep, we'll probably be shooting them more to the right. But I want to make sure we get the right one. They're going to have to be quite a bit to the right. Definitely not the first one. I think it's the fourth one, but I'm not sure yet. Just wait. Yeah, it's the fourth one. Fourth one. Hey, wait. He's the one running away. Just wait, 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 wait. Definitely don't shoot. He's done. That's definitely the best one. Maybe. Yeah, he's done.
Put another one. Yeah, he's done.
He's done. Well, not in the order you were planning on doing things, but you got a pretty decent caribou.
Thank you, sir.
And we weren't seeing very many of them, that's for sure. This is the first decent bull that we've seen all day. We saw a few little ones this morning, a few cows and calves, and then these finally came through.
Well, like you said, not the biggest, but you know, 6 days of hard hunting, waiting for the plane. It's a perfect opportunity to take the caribou. It's my first caribou, so I'm pretty happy. You know, it's perfect timing. We can get them all prepared.
We're close to camp.
We're real close to camp, so we can be ready for the plane when it does show up and continue our sheep hunt, which is our main focus. But very happy.
Good, good. I like it. Let's check them out. You like it?
You know what? I'm happy. I'm very happy with it.
Well, that's what matters.
Look at that. That's a beautiful animal there. Beautiful animal.
Are we happy, Jason?
We are very happy, Billy. You know, we've been working hard. We've been giving it all we've had for the last 6 days, up and down these mountains, over the canyons into newer canyons, and you know, we saw a couple big bull caribou about the second day, but we elected to pass on them because the sheep were our first priority. We're actually waiting here to be picked up, moved to a different area for sheep. And we saw this guy. Well, actually, you spotted him a couple miles out. I was just lounging around, and basically told me, you know, here they come. Kicked off the flippers and put on the boots, grabbed a gun, got some ammo, and we jumped into this little drain behind you. We kind of got in front of them. Turned out to be a little less than a 100-yard shot. Couldn't be more happier. My first caribou. You know, he's a beautiful animal. I couldn't be any happier. One shot using it was a 300 Weatherby, using an AccuBond, and it did the trick. Put him down. Couldn't be happier. And of course, after we shot him, we got the stuff, got up a little closer, and realized that there was no ground shrinkage. He actually got bigger, and he basically looked like the caribou we first saw. And you know, like I said, I couldn't be any happier. You know, he has one great shovel in the front. You know, great tops. He couldn't be any better. To me, this is a perfect trophy. You know, hunting with you, Billy. You know, you've showed me a lot of stuff, and
I've shown you a lot of sublegal rams. I know that.
Well,
31 we're up to.
Yeah, you actually showed me how to tell if it was legal or not. And I was a little ass backwards, basically. You know, I thought it was at the bottom of the base, but actually to the top of the horn is a legal ram. But learned a lot, and we've seen close to 30 rams, a little over 30 rams, and hopefully the next one is the right one. But for right now, I couldn't be any happier. We got this guy down, and you know, I'm pleased. I'm pleased.
Yeah, we've been hiking hard every day, and I just told Jason, I'm like, you know what? Let's just give her tomorrow. Let's give her all we got one day, and then let's just take a day off and try to move. I don't know if we're gonna get to move now or not with the clouds, but you know, it was just time to take a rest. I told them, let's just sit and watch this valley. There's a few caribou, very, very few. This was probably what, I mean, we maybe seen 20 caribou today is all.
Yeah.
And so let's just look for caribou, rest up, and if the weather's good, they'll move us into a new area, get some fresh turf, and try her. So hopefully that works out. But yeah, we certainly got a good caribou, so we'll get it taken care of. It's about 4:30. And yeah, we've been hunting hard, putting on a lot of miles. You definitely deserved it, Jason. So congrats, and hopefully this is the start of something good, and we'll find us a sheep.
Sounds good there, Billy. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Well, anyways, yeah, it worked out pretty slick there with Jason's caribou. As we were gutting it out, both planes came in. They were going to move us to a new camp, and they said they didn't have time tonight. The weather was kind of going down to move us. They were going to move us to an area where another guide was, and they said they were seeing other rams, and he figured one was legal in the drainage over from him, about 5-6 miles away. Said he saw him in there. So plan is they're going to come get us tomorrow, hopefully, if the weather is good, and move us into that area, and we'll give them a shot. But yeah, it was pretty handy. They were able to land right close by and pick up the caribou and take it back. So we're going to rest up and get ready to go tomorrow. Bunch of lesser Canadians heading south. Packing her up, we're out of here. Nature is not a chain, nature is a spider web. As humans, our ecosystem, each and every one of us, is a strand in a web. We're all connected. We all have a unique purpose. And the purpose of everything in nature is to live its life, to give life to another organism. And that's what our purpose is. If you want something new to come alive, if you want to make a change in your life, something old has to die. So often in life, you know, we see people, they get to some elevated position, or they have something that looks pretty attractive. You think, wow, must be nice. They don't see what it took to get there. The greatest blessing, perhaps, that I had, two things. My parents taught me how to work, and I was hungry.
I'd be all over it.
We set up our camp at the mouth of this drainage. It's been a long time since I've hunted it. Maybe 6-7 years ago. Bright and early, we're gonna head up it. This might be our last effort. Today, maybe tomorrow. Today's day 8. September 3rd. I'm supposed to be in Fairbanks today to go moose hunting, but I ain't gonna make her. So we're gonna give her all we got. 6 o'clock. Never killed a ram in here, but I've seen rams in here before. That one didn't fare so well, huh?
Didn't work out too well for him.
No. While we were hiking up this drainage, saw 3 rams right at the tail end just as they were going up this little side chute, and I got a fair look at one. He looked pretty big, but they were 1.5 miles away anyway. They kind of went over a ridge, so rather than go up from below, looked on the map, there's a saddle on the back side of this bowl that they're going in, which is right behind me now. So we're gonna head up it, peek over, see what we see. There's a couple little Arctic char in here struggling. Oh yeah, they're both alive. I'm gonna walk them over to the main river, set them free, and maybe the sheep gods will be kind to us. Give 2 lives to take 1 life. Sounds like a pretty good deal for Mother Nature. Well, it's getting to be do or die time, man.
It is do or die. Hopefully we can get on them.
Hopefully there's a legal one in here. We're due. We're at 32 now. We're heading up this drainage. And I look up right on the, more or less the saddle, there was a lamb and a ewe. I don't know. There's obviously a bunch of sheep in here. They were looking at us. But I don't know if they're boogered or what. Probably 500 yards above us. So we just kind of ducked right back down. Luckily we're in this little draw, we got a little bit of cover. So hopefully it won't screw things up. They saw us, they're heading out and leaving, or they're nervous anyway. They definitely saw us. Not too spooked, that's good. Hopefully they'll go over that way. We want to peek in this draw here. I don't want them to boil into that draw and booger anything that might be in there. That's where we're hoping to find some rams. Well, this drainage was a bust. No sheep, just 7 lambs and ewes, no rams. So we're gonna climb up over here around this little knob, around that little knob, and find something, hopefully. Oh, that's what a legal ram looks like. There's at least 3 of them in there. Top one's the biggest that I've seen so far. They're 850 yards, no way to get closer right now. They should move here before too long. We're really hoping they go over that other ridge and feed. We should be in fine shape. Well, there's 7 rams at least. 2 one's legal. Climbed up a little higher here. That lower left one might be legal. But that one I know is legal. The clouds are coming down. But I think we can do her, man. I think we got away. There's a ridge in between. So I think if we go around, go down, come back around, then there's a ridge we'll be able to hide behind 300 yards or less. Let's do her, bud. We got him now. Wind is good. We're out of sight. We're 500 yards from him, walking right at him. Should be a 250 yard shot. Spotted him over top of there, worked around, got down below this little ridge right here in between us. We're gonna poke over and shoot him. You ready to get your ram?
Let's do it.
Here we go. Man, we've been out hard. Wind is good. Everything's good. We're gonna make her happen right here. We're gonna crawl right up here. These rams are gonna be right here. I don't know, it's a little bit farther than we thought. We poked over. Probably gonna be right around 400. We got Jason's ram in the scope. He is a dandy. Which one he is, right? There's one right below him, sleeping, right? Yep, just wait. He's just feeding. He has no idea we're in town. Yeah, so just get your breathing down, get to where you're nice and steady. We got this. Dead steady and you really like it. Tatered him. Hold it, don't shoot. He's dead. One more? Yep, he's the one laying there. He's got his head up. Can't tell where you hit there. Aim right at the, probably spined him, so aim just right at the top of his back. You're shooting high.
I don't want to hit his horn.
Aim just below, it's an inch below the spine. Smoked him.
Got him, my friend.
We got him. Nice.
Oh man.
There was 3 more in there. What is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Yep. But he was the biggest I saw from up top.
This is the animal I've wanted more than any other animal. I just put it right on him and it hit him.
Really? You must have spined him the first one.
Yeah, I just had to aim right at him.
You aimed right at the spine?
No, the first time I put it just a little bit below the spine.
Huh.
And the second one I was putting a little bit high on his spine. And that's when I was shooting above him.
Yeah,
and that last one I just put right on him, right where I wanted to hit. Oh my goodness.
You definitely got the biggest one. There's one more that's legal, and there's another one that might be. This is where all the legal rams were.
Oh my goodness, 30, what was that, 33?
Well, 32, and now what do we got here? 7. So we saw a total of 39 rams.
Oh my goodness. Billy,
you got you a smoker.
Kid. I've been pushed off and told, let's do it later, do it later, do it later. I've done other hunts. This is what I've always wanted. I finally got to hunt. You know, I didn't think this was going to really happen.
Day 8 of a 6-day hunt.
Day 8 of a 6-day hunt. You know, we pushed, we walked our you-know-whats off, up these mountains, over the mountains, packs on. You know, we had the right equipment. Man, it just, you know, I was optimistic at first, and it just kept going and going and going and going, and all these sub-adult rams we saw. I honestly didn't think it was going to happen. I just thought, you know what, it's the curse, and you know, it's something I've always wanted, and I really didn't think it was going to happen this trip. You know, it's not like I could come out here every year and try to get this hunt, but you know, you know, I was determined to get one before, and you know, I want to thank you, you know, pushing me and, you know, getting me out here and kicking me in the butt and saying, hey, let's go, we can do it. Oh my goodness, I'm lost for words right now, you know.
Well, that's just fine, man. You got a fine ram, just cherish the moment.
Oh my goodness, you know, as we talked about the kids the whole trip, you know, you're out here and you had a daughter, you haven't even seen her yet. You know, I miss my family, my kids as well. It's getting harder and harder every year to come out here. Oh man, lots of emotion.
You can check Dall sheep off the list, boy, because he's a smoker. He's a dandy.
But man, the dream come true, Billy.
Fantastic, man. I like it.
I can call my wife, tell my boy I'm coming home. Got him a ram.
That's awesome.
Oh my goodness.
8 hard days of hunting finally paid off. It was worth being late for moose camp, no doubt. The outfitter might not think so.
Oh man.
Is he a beauty? I want to let Jason get up there and check him out first. Yeah, he's pumped. He deserved it. We hiked their butts off and we've been hunting all over the place for 8 days. We whacked that caribou just because we knew the planes could land close to it. Set up our tent at the mouth of this drainage last night and said, well, we'll just give her all we got. And it was pretty big drainage, a lot of country to cover here, but he's loving it. He's going crazy up there. Day 8 of a 6-day hunt. It worked out. All's well that ends well. You got a fine, real nice caribou, and this is a dandy sheep. Let's go take a look at him. You got you a smoker. He's a big-bodied son of a gun. I can see that from right down here. His head is stocky, and he is old. He's a dandy.
12-inch bases, 13 maybe?
Over 12 anyway. But you know, he just carries it so well. Who cares what he is? He's old. That's a dandy ram.
Oh my goodness. Dream come true.
Boy, that sucker's beautiful.
I don't need those on anymore, but it's just something I always wanted. Finally got him. Dreamt about this thing since I was a little kid. You watch the Outdoor Channel, and I was just fascinated with Alaska. You see the moose, they'd show these sheep up there, and like, man, you know, someday I grow up, I'm gonna get me one of those. But today is one of those days. Today was that day. And a little broomed at the tips there, but huge body. I didn't realize they were that big. Billy, I'm really pleased. You know, we did a lot. We went through everything. We took everything that weather could offer. You know, it was going into overtime, 8th day. We finally got him. Beautiful ram. There's a couple legal ones in there. But you know, I couldn't be more pleased.
Yeah, I figure he's gonna. I'm guessing he's gonna be right at 37 inches, and he's 12 or 13 years old. We'll get a better look once we cape him out. But a fine sheep on the first day, let alone the 8th day, huh?
Oh my goodness, I was beginning to worry there. You know, we went over these hills, up the hills, down the hills, cross them. We walked everywhere we could possibly go. We saw a lot of rams, you know, over 30 rams. I lost count, 36, 37 rams total. You know, there was a couple legal ones in this bunch, but I'm happy.
And here's a shot of the canyon he was in with all the other rams. No ground shrinkage on that puppy, that's nice.
No ground shrinkage, my friend. No ground shrinkage.
That's where he lays.
We got him, Billy, we got him.
We got him. That's where we first spotted him. So we went around that mountain, stayed on the backside of that ridge, came down to this little ridge right here blocked our sight. First popped over right there, then we moved up and shot from right there. 400 yards. We'll get the work started. For the camera's sake, but Jason wants a full body mount of the sheep. So pretty much anything other than bears, what you'll do is make a dorsal cut right down the back, Come all the way down to the tail. Come down all the way under, probably about to the sack. And that's the only cut you'll make there. And then you'll make a cut behind all the hooves, right there. And then follow that hairline up to about right there. And then you just use your imagination after that. You know, I'll just peel the hide back and then pop the leg out and then butcher it and do that whole side. I won't gut the animal at all. And I'll just reach in the flank and right in here. And once the hide's off, and then grab the tenderloins out of there. So that's the plan. Call base camp. Let them know we got one, because they're wondering we're one of the last ones out here. And it's the 9th, probably, well, it's the 10th or 11th inning. Well, I guess it's day 8 of a 6-day hunt. And if we can find a spot where the airplane can land, we'll leave it there and maybe they can get in there. But chances are good we won't get out tomorrow, but we'll just have to see what happens. But I packed my phone with me just because we're at the end and there's only a few of us hunters still out. So we'll just see what happens. Call base camp. Let them know what we got going on. Hey, it's Billy. We got her done. Got a ram down. Yeah, he's a good one. We just finished butchering him. Yeah, I guess 37, maybe a little better, 12 years old. Yeah, he's a smoker. Yeah, we're 6 miles from our camp. There might be a spot where he could land, where Kurt could land and pick it up. We'll just look at that when we go down. But yeah, it'll be 3 hours before we get back to camp. Probably, maybe a little less. So yeah, we should be back at camp a little after 6. All right, yeah, it's raining here a little bit. Yep, certainly flyable. Very good. Yeah, bye. Let's get out of Dodge, man.
Hey, I got it done. Yeah, we just killed it about 10 o'clock. We got it today. Yeah, it's a nice one. 37 inches. He's a big ram, old ram, 12 years old.
Mama and her little one. Wow, you gotta stop. Let me take a picture. We're getting wet, but we're getting her done. We ain't gonna get out of here tonight. We got clouds where we got our camp set up there where the plane can land. So we got, yeah, it's gonna take more than 3 hours for us to get back. There's a lot of rock, but we're gonna get her done tonight, by golly. We've got 4 cans of beer waiting for us. It's 10 a.m. September 4th. Fogged in this morning. It's actually risen quite a bit here in the last hour. So we called base camp last night, told them no way you could make it, we were socked in. Called them this morning, told them same story. So we'll just hang tight. I'll work on Jason's cape until it raises enough where they can fly. And then hopefully they'll send in some planes and get us out of here.
That's a wrap.
You're in your beer now. Finally, after what, 10 days, we cracked these.
Oh man.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, buddy. Thanks for everything. This is a great hunt.
I like it. Yeah, that's pretty cool looking, ain't it? Yeah, it is a neat little cut.
How you falling back there?
What's that?
I say, how you falling back there?
Oh, I'm just driving along here.
Okay.
Peter's working, so I'm a happy boy. Front one's got his velvet off. in the meat tent. Here's some of the rams we got this year. Got some nice ones.
We have your tags.
There's Jason's right there. There's the Sultan table. This is Jason's full body hide. That was a beautiful hide on that sucker. Yeah, that is a pile of horn there. What do we got there? 12 rams? 11? 5? 5 and 5, 11, 12, yep, with the one on the table. Thursday, September the 8th. I got weathered in here in Fairbanks yesterday, so had the whole day off, just lounged around the hotel room. Got to eat a salad, some pizza, and take a shower, wash my clothes. Weather's good today, so we're gonna hop on a 185 on floats, fly out to moose camp, and do some moose hunting. I ended up being 4 days late into moose camp, and my first hunter was Mauricio Trejo from Mexico. The outfitter guided him the first 4 days of his 10-day hunt, so the morning after I arrived, we loaded up the canoe and headed up to Spike Camp. Mauricio Trejo, you are back.
I'm back.
For another moose.
Smarter and with more pounds in my body.
For endurance.
Same mustache though.
Nice.
We haven't seen any moose, so I hope our luck improves starting tomorrow. Let's see what happens and how things turn on. Still hunting with Billy. I'm glad.
Oh yeah, you got that going for you. You did shoot a wolf though. Got a nice white wolf.
Yeah, a nice white wolf. My first wolf.
There's 3 hunters in camp this week. So far nobody's got a moose. But we've shot 2 wolves.
The first night, we called in a small bull right to camp.
Moose right there looking at us. Oh yeah. Too small. About 40. Old bulls don't do this. He's right downwind of our camp too.
Over the next couple days, we saw a few other small bulls and one that was possibly legal but just never came in. So on day 4, we packed up our camp and headed 5 air miles upstream to a new spot.
We got her all loaded up. Lots of water, boy. That's nice for going up. But yeah, we should be able to make it in an hour and a half. We're gonna go where Jens shot his bull last year. Spend our last 2.5 days there and hopefully scratch out a bull. Let's do it. First started hunting here 12 years ago, man. It was a piece of cake. You come to a spot like this, see 3-4 bulls in 2 or 3 days. No good ones, you just go another 3-4 air miles down the way, you'd see a few more bulls. There's fewer moose, definitely fewer moose in the valley, way fewer moose in the valleys, but I think there's a lot of the bulls are up in the hills. A lot of the moose in general, but especially the bulls. Time is moving slow on these hunts when you don't see anything. And there's very few bears, virtually no caribou. I've never seen a caribou in this country. There is a few though. I saw tracks one year. Very few black bear. We did see 1 black bear yesterday. I don't know, we're getting down to the wire and hope we can put her together for Mauricio.
Early the next morning, we called in another small bull. That afternoon, we decided to move again and do an area that no one has hunted for 6 years due to low water. I'd always done well there in the past, and due to the high water we were having, we decided to give it a shot.
We're running out of water. Yep, I still hate this river. And the water's high. There's a reason why nobody else hunts up here.
It took 3 hours to get there, but that evening we spotted a big bull with a cow up a valley right behind our glassing knob. They were slowly working towards the river, so we waited, but they stayed holed up in a spruce thicket. Late the next morning, we hoped to find them in the river bottom, but they were actually further up the valley.
Mauricio, let's bag him and tag him today. It's go time. I don't know how the hell we're gonna get this guy. He probably won't make 60, but pretty close. Now the bull stepped out again.
bull was 1.5 miles off the river in very thick cover, but the main problem was the wind. The thermals were blowing up the valley to the moose, and the wind direction was out of the south. And with the moose in the head of the draw, I knew it would be tough to get close to them from any direction where we could get close enough for a shot and for them to not get our wind. We eventually did get 360 yards from the moose, and they were slowly heading our direction.
That's his antler tip right there on the right, or his palm I should say. Right there in the center.
But the prevailing wind trumped the thermals just for a few seconds, and the game was over.
Well, the bull we were watching and the cow, they went up over the ridge, so nothing left there to do.
Well, it's been a pleasure to hunt with you again, really, that's for sure. And today, that is the September the 14th, I can tell you that even though we haven't shot a moose in 10 days, because this is our 10th day and our last one, I don't bring a bitter feeling with me home. I know it's great to shoot what you came to shoot, but that's hunting, you know. Sometimes you get a trophy, sometimes you don't. It's all about how hard you try. But we were out of timing. We got to see moose, but they weren't responding to the cow calls. So that's the way it is. I hope the next hunter has better timing than I do. That guy arrives tomorrow, so I hope he gets to kill a moose. So see you next year, that's for sure.
My dad gave me a piece of advice lots and lots of years ago. It's probably the one piece of advice that I remember from him, and Mauricio and I were talking about this earlier. You know, we're both a little bit, I guess, down in the dumps maybe, just, you know, come to the realization that, hey, it might not happen this hunt. But my dad told me it was over something minor. I scarcely remember what it is. But he said if that's the worst thing that happens in your life, you'll be doing pretty good. So yeah, we're both fortunate to be up here. You know, my job's a lot easier if my hunter kills something early, and you know, morale's always better, and this life's easier. But this hasn't been in the cards so far. Mauricio said we got one more shot, and so we're just going to give this one more chance. He's all alone, and hopefully we can call him in tonight. See what happens.
Now, right at first light that day, we also saw another big bull 2 miles upriver heading up a mountain into a thick draw. So for our last stand of the hunt, we tried calling in that area, but once again, we came up empty.
Thank you. Kurt's got Mauricio loaded up. They're off. That's hunting. I definitely wish he'd have got one. Mauricio was a fun guy to hunt with, that's for sure. Just didn't work out this go round. My next hunter, I think I'm just gonna start from here. It's as good as anything that I've seen. We're just a little bit downstream of camp. Just head back up there, start the next go round. Moose are moving now, you know, rut's really kicking in. We're starting to get some frosts. Hopefully sooner or later, get lucky. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, here comes my new hunter. He's gonna land on a gravel bar just downstream of camp. I'll buzz down there and pick him up. I don't know who it is. Probably be splashing her in the river. Nicely done, Kurt. As always. Do you have a permit for water skiing here?
Hi Bill, nice to be here. My name is Don Rose. I'm from Enumclaw, Washington. This is my first moose hunt in Alaska. I've been an avid hunter all of my life. I grew up in a logging family and started hunting at the age of 12, and when I got a little older and could afford to hire guides to take me out and show me how to do it, that's what I've been doing for about the last 15 years. So we're pretty excited about being up here in Alaska, and I'm especially excited about having Billy Moles for my guide. So,
first day of Don's hunt. A couple of wolves. Black one, a gray one. About 800 yards right now. Been up here moose calling away, but hopefully they get out of Dodge. At 8 o'clock, day one. Did a little calling, heard a bull over here. Spotted him crossing that slough coming our way. Yeah, about what I figured, 50, low 50s. He's got kind of funky brow tines. I don't know if you'd say he's got 2 on each side or 3 on each side, but yeah, he's wrestling with the willows. Wouldn't be surprised if those wolves pop out somewhere. Well, our bull's been sitting there staring into those willows where the wolves went. Now he's feeding off. Guess he ain't even really feeding, he's just moving off. And Don's passing on him anyways. He wants to hold out for something with a little more mass, a little better points. He's got fairly narrow palms, he's just barely legal is all he is. And wolves, they made that bull nervous enough, he just heading out. The wind's heading from right to left. We actually spotted the wolves. They're actually a mile downriver already, but the bull probably he walked right through where the wolves were, got nervous, and he lost all interest in the cow calling. He wouldn't even look. The last time I tried calling, he just looked for a second, and then he looked back where the wolves were. That's actually the runway. You can see the airplane tracks. So yeah, first 20 minutes of the first day, see a legal bull. Here we got a good bull, low 50s, but he's got real good mass up front, and that's what Don's looking for. That's cool. We're just beating down this mountain here. We're gonna get to the canoe, get in there, and we're gonna have to head this moose off because he's definitely not responding to the call. So hopefully we win the race. We should be able to get down there in time. We're just motoring down. I don't want to paddle, I'm just going real quiet. We just got to get to this little stretch of timber here before the bull gets through. If we get to this little stretch of timber, we'll be able to see down the river. If he crosses the river, and then there's about a 400-yard patch of tundra between the river and the mountain. So we should have him covered as long as he comes through there. And the wind is good. It's swirling just a little bit, but it's generally going downstream, so we should be good.
Reload. Shoot him again. That's how it's done, my man. Day one. Holy man, he was so close. You on safety?
I'm on safety.
He was what, 40 yards for how long? A long time. And it's just whisper quiet. I think that moose was destiny. We might be a black bear turd by now. There was a black bear the whole time. We were down, right when we got here, I look up, I'm like, what the heck's that black thing up on the glassing knob? And there's a black bear rolling around on our stuff. We left some little bit of trash that we had in our seats and a tarp. And there's a black bear up there rolling around on it. You made a nice shot, Don.
Thank you.
He wasn't very far away, but what the heck? Oh yeah, he's got points all the way around, and his fronts are the most impressive. Go up there and get your hands on that bugger. Isn't this tundra fun?
Oh, it's great.
Oh man, he's got beautiful fronts. Look at those brow palms. Yeah.
He's a dandy.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
In this day and age, a legal bull in Alaska is a good bull. And that's a fine moose. Don, what took you so long?
First trip to Alaska, day one. What was it, about 10 o'clock in the morning?
Well, and like I told you, I said, well, between 8 and 9 is the best time. We spotted the first bull right at 8 and this bull right at 9. So, yeah, it's you shot him at about 10:25.
So we saw 2 legal bulls this morning and 2 wolves. Well, my partner, my sweetie, her name is Booga Gilbertson. She bought this hunt for me and she said, Don, I want you to go on a moose hunt. You've always wanted to go on a moose hunt and I want you to do it before you get too old to make that happen. So 2 years ago she gave me a certificate on my birthday, which happens to be Christmas Eve, so it was kind of a combination birthday Christmas present.
Sounds to me like maybe she's kind of a cheapskate.
It says good for one moose hunt of your choice.
God bless her.
Yeah. Yeah, and I thanked her dearly, and I'd like to thank her right now. It would not be possible without her. Yeah.
Yeah, and you and I were talking up on the hill just the short time we were up there today. I said, you know, when I was a young kid, my dream was always to go moose hunting in Alaska, and you said yours was the same thing. The moose was the one animal I wanted to come into Alaska and hunt.
I just could not possibly believe when I was a kid how big these things appeared on. American Sportsman was the show that I watched, and that was back in the 60s. That was before you were born.
Long before I was born.
On American Sportsman, and yeah, they look like a draft horse with horns.
They sure are. Boy, he's a fine moose. We taped him out right at 51. Yeah, he's just got those big brow palms, and that's what we noticed right away when he was coming in. And that's what the first bull didn't have. The first bull is actually a little bit wider. His palms laid out a little flatter and his points went up. This one, his points go straight up. But he's actually, I think he was like 49.5 from the tip of his brow to the tip of his brow. But yeah, he's a fine moose. And nowadays in Alaska, I tell most guys, if you'd shoot him on the last day, shoot him on the first day. And yeah, he's a fine moose. Fun's over, Don.
Our work begins.
It does.
I'm glad we got some youngsters.
Yeah, we got help coming, so it won't be too bad. But yeah, we'll get him rolling. And
we got an 18-year-old from Idaho.
Yeah, he ought to be tough enough to. But we'll find out.
Young and dumb.
A strong back and empty pockets. Yep. Let's hope. Yeah, that's usually the case when the moose ignore calling like that. They got into a tussle. His ear's ripped. He's got some scars as we've been fleshing or skinning. He got a pretty good jab right in his back there. But yeah, it ripped his ear right open. But yeah, we got this underside butchered off. We just left the ribs on for now. We haven't gutted him yet. So I'll get the neck done, The hind quarter's done, back strap's off, obviously, and then I'll gut him. He'll be easy to maneuver. Probably get the head off actually, and then I'll gut him and take this ribs off, take the tenderloins out, flip them back over, and get the other side of the ribs out. You have to take the moose meat out on the bones here with the ribs and the forequarters, so the bone has to be attached. Well, the rain quit for us.
Yeah.
This is just a perfect deal.
Weather's turning good.
Yeah, the guys, we think we heard a boat earlier, so I think they're coming. They'll probably be here just in time.
Just about have her done. They're ready for the packing.
Yep, ready for the work.
Yep.
Although this is work, but yeah, we got time. It's nice. I love shooting them in the morning. Got all kinds of time to work. We'll cut them off at the hocks here once we're all done. But I just wanted to get them off, get them cooling down. Sweet deal. Look at that. And what kind of a pilot shows up to pack meat? Kurt Bedingfield. Probably the only one in Alaska. We were telling young Scott here, if he wants to be a guide, you got to remember that if you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough.
Yeah, that's right.
And if you're going to be a guide, you better be both. Especially a moose guide. That is a moose packing machine right there. Most pilots don't even want to throw them into their own plane, let alone pack them through the tussocks. But we got a pretty fine day here now. Rain let up, the boys came to help. They each got 2 loads down, so I better fill my pack and do a little carting here with them. Last load, heading home.
1, 2, 3, come on.
Big ol' wing nod from Curtis. Yeah, not too many pilots in Alaska would land on in and help you pack a moose out, that's for sure. Kurt's a class act, no doubt about it. That bugger looks nice loaded in a boat. Especially knowing the work is done. 6 p.m. So done, we're loaded for grizzly bear and black bear now. We got the tags, so
yep.
We'll hit the hill tomorrow morning and see if we can find one.
We've got 9 more days to fish, hunt, and maybe get a grizzly bear.
Turn out the lights.
The party's over.
For tonight.
Tag.
The day after Don's kill, day 2, about noon, the fog just cleared. So yeah, it was foggy all morning. Just starting to clear up, so climbed the hill. We're looking for grizzly, big black bear, or any wolf. Day 3. Little afternoon. Rain and fog all morning. Little bull.
Little bullwinkle.
Little bull.
Little fork.
Bullwinkle.
He wants loving too.
Yeah. He's a little bitty guy.
He'll probably thrash our tarp. Yeah, let him come in a little. Uh-oh. He's gonna mount up on you. Hey!
Hey! Hey!
Get out of here.
Hey!
Yeah, he's 15 yards. He's close enough. Get out of here, bullwinkle. Get! He was pretty exciting though. I had high hopes he was going to be a lot bigger than that. Alright. Yeah, we can load one up. We don't have to shoot just yet, probably. Get out of here. Get! Get! Here, I'll throw something at him. Oh, there he's going.
There, that's the general idea.
Well, that was kind of exciting, huh?
That was a little tense for a bit. Yeah.
I've had him come in that close. I've never had to fire a warning shot, but boy, he could have been on us pretty quick if he'd have wanted to be.
I was real close to firing a warning shot.
Day 5, Don. You think you will have had your fill of moose hunting after this one, huh?
This is pretty much an endurance contest.
Certainly can be.
Yeah.
Cold, windy, wet.
Pretty much everything you could ask for.
It's Alaska.
This is Alaska.
Still looking for a bear and a wolf. We're getting out of Dodge. Isn't that beautiful? It's like a scene out of the Titanic. Yeah, we're living the good life. Moose spotting machine, Don.
Thank you.
I told Don I wanted to hire him for next year, but he says this is his one and only moose hunt. He just spotted a pretty good bull. When it rains, it pours. We got 2 moose coming in now. The one right there looks like about a 45-inch type. And then one Don spotted earlier that's been slowly working his way down the hill. He's right about 50, low 50s. Just pick him up there in the amongst the timber.
10 days in the field is a long hunt. You learn what people are really made about, or made of, and what they're all about by spending that amount of time together. And it's been a pleasure. I've had an excellent guide, somebody that is a joy to hunt with, and somebody that I will always consider a friend. And I'd like to thank him for all of his assistance, and had a great time.
September 25th. We're gonna try to get out of here a day early. I guess the pilot left from Fairbanks to come pick us up. It's been real low, snowing, kind of warming up now, just starting to lift. Snow's melting off the trees. Don, our bird is here. Are you ready to get out of Dodge?
We're gonna go to Fairbanks and have a beer and a steak on me.
Oh, that's even better. Yeah, beer sounds pretty good.
It's been a good hunt this last day of moose season in 2011, and the weather to get out of here is, I'm guessing, pretty marginal.
Marginal is kind of how we roll.
Marginal is kind of how we roll, yeah.
Let's give her a go.
Yeah.
Well, weather for about 15 miles, and then it should start improving a lot. And it might change. It might be a better time we get going.
You know you're in Alaska when you're at a hotel. There's a bunch of meat.
The thing that would even be better is if a bear came and tried to get it.
They filled their bear tag in town.
Filled their bear tag here in the parking lot at Pike's Landing.
The only way this could get better is if they hung it from the balcony above them.
I think we're all ready to go now.
I think it's time for a shower, eh?
So, yay.
Let's do her. September 27th, still in Fairbanks. I'm heading out tomorrow morning to Anchorage, then on to Sandpoint, and then on out to Bear Camp probably the following day. Get all my gear lined up, get ready for the flight to Anchorage tomorrow. But sitting here all day today, killing nothing but time. Making the big push to get out tonight. Can we do it, Kurt?
We can do her.
didn't take long. My flight was late out of Anchorage, got delayed about 4 hours. Got into Sand Point, 6 o'clock. It's about 7:30, and I'm in bear camp. It didn't take long at all. So I'll get a hunter either tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow or the next day before season. That way we can hunt first day of season. Try to get her whacked out, get home and see my little girl Frankie. I got to talk to my wife, and I'm anxious to see my little girl, that's for sure. It's time to go home. Kind of starting to forget about my home life. That's literally starting to forget about my home life. Just been a while, so time to get her done and get home. I'm hauling all my camping stuff. Oh yeah, you can still see them. Hauling all my camping stuff to the cabin. There's a bear right there. Ain't even glass at all. The bears are here. And all I gotta do is survive till a hunter gets here, which I should be able to handle. Sitting in the cabin having coffee on the 29th of September. Look out the window. I don't know if you can pick him up or not. There's a hog of a bear. I'll go outside and try to get a little video of him. There she is, coming out of that little island thicket. They say she, I don't know, it's a pretty light colored bear. Can't tell from here, but it's a big bear. But right now that bear's 2.5, 3 miles away. He's laying down, not real easy to see, but bear number 2 for the day. I've just been poking out of the cabin every half hour or so and glassing. That bear's over 2 miles away too. Things are looking good. It's starting to rain and blow now. Gusts hit once in a while and give the cabin a little shake. Called base camp. It's 6:15. I've called them a couple times, just giving them weather updates. They're having pretty much the same weather. The visibility is okay. It's raining pretty hard. The ceiling's fairly low but doable, but it's just real gusty winds right now. Once in a while you just get really hit real hard. I would say it's gusting over 30, and the weather tomorrow is supposed to be the same, but it's just too marginal right now. So yeah, so tomorrow's the 30th. Season opens the 1st, so certainly we're hoping to get a hunter in tomorrow. But you can only do what the weather allows you to do. That's just the way it is in Alaska, especially out here on the peninsula. Here comes my hunter. 9:30 a.m. We got about a 20-mile-an-hour headwind, so we'll be able to land pretty quick. You'll see him bouncing a little bit. Yeah, it's a pretty nasty wind. The wind has changed a little bit, as you could probably tell. Right after I called, it was clear all night, and then right when I called, it just really started switching.
Yeah, that's always what happens.
Yeah. Barry Barton, let's get inside.
Okay, I'm game to get in out of this stuff.
Right from the cabin. Just doing the deed. You can actually see the bear. Right there, walking to the left. Well, Barry, that didn't take too long.
Yeah.
Didn't even have to leave camp. We got about a 9-footer.
Yeah, he's pretty bear.
The wind's died down a bit. It's about noon.
Well, my name's Barry Barton from western Pennsylvania. I've hunted in Alaska. Probably this is the 4th year I've hunted in Alaska. I got a real nice moose the 1 year. I got a real nice bear last year. But I've also come up to Alaska and hunted and not got anything at all. I started counting down the days to come hunting, and particularly come hunting here with Billy Mole.
Morning of day 1. Didn't even sit on the knob and we spotted a bear.
Yeah, we're already on the run.
We're already going. We spotted that bear right in the river there. And he just fed into those alders. So we're probably gonna hang here until I see him, get an idea where he might be going. Almost hate to do it this early in day one, but it's a good bear. So we're gonna make a run. You ready to do this?
I'm ready to go. We've only been here 15 minutes.
Well, we decided to go after him. The bear's moving dead away from us. Can we catch him?
If he gets hungry, we might catch him.
Well, we're going for it. Here we come. Looks like a good bear, 9.5 plus. It's first day, but it's a big bear. Let's go. Last saw the bear, 150 yards in front of us, moving away. Wind's right in our face, off to our right a little. He's in the alders. This could get exciting. He's laying down still. If you're perfect, you can take him. Just wait. Wait. Shoot. Shoot. Wait. It's a big f***ing bear. This whole race started about 8:45 this morning. We ran into him a couple times right over there in the creek bottom. Kept working his way up. And he would skirt this edge. We'd see him once in a while. We got within 40 yards a couple different times and just couldn't quite get a shot. That's the closest I've ever been to a shooter bear and not gotten a shot. Every time we'd see him, it'd just be for a second. How many different times did we see him within 50 yards? About 4 or 5.
Oh, yeah, he kept popping up, looking at us. You know, if you're going to spend the first day,
it's been exciting.
That's about as much fun as you can have and not get it.
Yeah. Well, the first time we saw him, I'm like, maybe he's a little bit smaller than I thought. And then the next time he came out, I'm like, no, he's good bear. And he was just in a little bit of brush. He was coming to a clearing. Barry's like, should I shoot? I'm like, just wait 1 second. And then he hit that clearing. I gave a quick call. Rather than stopping and look, he actually kind of turned away. He was just following the stream. And then it was a real steep quartering away shot. Probably a good thing Barry didn't take it because it was only one. That was a one-shot deal. He was right in thick alders. I don't know, we'll give this a little while here, and if we don't see him, we'll start over. He's not boogered by any means. He knew we were there. He knew we were dogging him. He just sat tight, or he just kept feeding along the creek, just stay along the edge, and we'd keep working along, and all of a sudden, boom, he'd be right there 50 yards from us. I think we're just gonna head back to the hill and regroup. Probably not gonna see him today, obviously, again, but maybe later, and let's keep our eyes peeled for some more bears. There's plenty of them here, no doubt. Morning of number 2. Are you ready, Barry?
Day 2.
About a half hour into day 2. I'm not so sure that's not the same bear we saw yesterday. Good boar. Well, there's the bear we're going after.
Come on out, buddy. He just ran this bear off. But he's moving away the whole dang time again. That bear sees us coming, doesn't want to move. But she's in our way. Oh, she got the picture. Yeah, she's getting out of here now. That's a good size sow. Our bear's up here somewhere, 400 or 500 yards away. The race is on again. Our bear got off the creek, headed up that hill. Two big runs in one day. He was heading up this drainage. We were following him and I'm like, well, we'll just sit here. I knew we weren't going to catch him. When I first spotted him, he had his mouth hanging open. So I knew he was moving out. Next thing you know, he's coming across this flat. So we were hoping he'd maybe stay on the flat, but of course he started side hilling. And I think we're left with our tongues hanging out. He beat us again. This old bear we called Blackie a few years ago. I first saw him 4 years ago. I don't know if that's him or not, but this is what he would do. One time we actually had a chance on him. There was a 10-foot 1-inch bear in between us and him. And Blackie, the black bear, was bigger than that one. I don't know, it's probably not the same one, but because this bear I don't think is as big as what that Blackie bear was. Because I figured with an 11-foot bear, I don't think this one's that big. But anyways, it's a big bear. And this seems to be his core area. Every other bear that we've seen fishing this creek here is always nervous. They're real jittery. And so, he seems to be, we're heading back to the knob now and probably go back to camp and dry out because we're soaking. And seems to be fishing this creek in the morning, heading back that way to the hills at night. So I don't know, maybe what we need is a couple days of terrible weather where he's holed up and then he comes down some evening to feed and we get him. But we'll be waiting for him, that's for sure. Yeah, you can see the steam rolling out of him. I think my feet are actually pretty dry.
I just need that.
But they sweat a bit. We're in Operation Dry Out.
Yeah, we were soaked from the head to the toe.
We were going too hard to wear rain gear, so.
Once again, we were up on the glassing. The glassing knob's not a glassing knob anymore. Actually, it's just a depot where we drop everything that we can't carry anymore. You know, we just go there, look, find the bear, drop whatever you can, hit your pack, change your gear, run down there to the side of the hill, run up the valley, sweat your butt off, turn around, come back, come in. It's just nothing but fun.
Yep. A good time was had by all.
I had a good time.
Yeah, that bear, after all the fun we've had in 2 days, he ran away from us again. But by gosh, we're going to make an effort to catch up to him. But he's a...
It would be a shame not to try to get that bear.
Yeah.
I mean, we really have to wait to see a bear like that one more time.
Yep, he's, hopefully he'll screw up.
Well, we've seen more bears.
Yeah, we've seen a good number of bears. Every bear that goes through where we've seen that bear is nervous. And so I don't know, who knows if we'll see him tomorrow, if we'll see him again, but in my experience, you'll see bears like that, and then you'll go a couple days, you won't see them, then oftentimes they appear again. So they rarely do exactly the same thing, you know, they're not really patternable. But that bear did roughly the same thing he did yesterday. And all bears are different, but generally they're doing something a little bit different each time. So we're just going to get dried out, eat some lunch, or try to get dried out, change pants, socks, underwear, that kind of stuff, and eat some lunch and go back out for the afternoon. There's one that's digging up my foxhole every morning or night.
This fox is 5 yards away. I'm on a wide angle. I spotted a bear about 2 miles away, and a couple minutes later Barry spotted this one. It's about a mile away. Looks like I would call it about an 8.5 foot boar. Limping a little bit on his front right leg.
Good looking bear.
Seen a few other bears down the way as well, pretty far away. Day 30. I mean 3.
It feels like day 30.
Oh yeah, I'm tired this morning. It's still raining.
I don't think we'll have to run after that bear again this morning. I don't know if I could. I suppose I could, you know, if we had to. If you told me I had to, I would.
Well, if we see him, you're gonna have to probably.
Okay, I'll get ready. I'll down a couple more of those.
Get some coffee and some energy shots, and we'll be good to go.
Energy shots and some vitamin C, and then we'll be ready to go.
All right.
Ready to go.
And the race is on again. Morning of day 3. There's our bear. Let's go. He's just feeding in the creek. We gotta go. It's go time for this bear. Pretty sure it's the same bear. He's been doing the same thing. He runs to the hills. I'm gonna try to catch him. There's another bear beyond him. Just wait. That's a big bear, whatever it is.
I'm on him.
Okay, just pick a hair. I can get it cranked up. Okay, just a second. Wait till I'm ready. Okay. Just make the first one count, Barry. Okay. Yep. Shoot him again.
I got him.
Shoot him again. Shoot him again. Shoot him again. Shoot him again, Barry. Shoot him.
Okay.
Shoot him. Shoot him.
Get him.
Shoot him. Take him. Shoot him. You drilled him. There goes another bear.
Oh, that's a big bear.
I think that's him. There goes another bear right there.
He's down.
He's definitely down. What's that bear running away there?
Yeah.
You got a bigger bear.
Yeah.
Barry Barton, are your ears ringing?
I didn't think this was going to happen. That was the furthest thing from my mind. I could not believe we come over here again and that damn bear is arrogant enough to try to do that again.
I'm 90% sure it's him. It's a big bear. You're the man, buddy. Oh man, we sat up. Yeah, boo, yeah. Day 3, we caught up to that sucker. That's the 3rd day of chasing him. He was just a little late. Barry and I were talking about it. We're like, well, maybe we just need a weather change. Yesterday got real foggy. There that bear's heading for the high country.
Here I am, soaked again. 5 minutes after the hunt starts.
I can't hold still, but yeah.
Someday I'm going to have to actually come back and find out what you actually do off the looking knob. The grassing knob. Because I don't know what you do other than drop stuff and run.
Well, do we go get the pack or do we go look at him first? I guess we might as well go get the pack.
Yeah, I think that's probably the wise thing to do.
Yeah. We got plenty of time.
He's not going anywhere. He's stayed in the same pile he's been in ever since we got there.
I don't know, yeah, I don't know if we got the same bear or not because they're both real dark, real black and big, but that sure appeared to be a dang big bear to me when I looked at him.
That bear's huge.
I'd like to think it's the same one. We'll see. If he's 10 foot or bigger, we'll figure it's the same one. Either way, we will have done well, but...
You know, it's funny, you practice and practice on shooting. and you practice shooting it over and over again. But when it comes right down to it, it's instinctive.
Yep.
You know when you've got the shot, you want to pull the trigger.
Yep.
And like the other day, I never felt quite like I was comfortable. Today it was like, I own that bear today. I'm gonna.
You didn't have time to get nervous.
No.
We ran up here, I laid my pack down, you plopped in, and I said, are you ready? And I'm like, okay, so I set the camera up on the tripod. I said, just get ready.
I kind of expected him to be over here. I thought we were gonna have to take a...
Did you ever see the bear before we popped over here? Did you ever look at him from up top or anything?
No, I never looked at the bear.
That's probably, that's what we talked about, is that don't even worry about him.
Pulled the glasses up, I just started stripping clothes, and I'm like, he's not getting in front of me today.
We're cutting him off.
I gotta stay up with him.
Yep.
Yesterday, you know, you kept pulling me across the tundra with that pack, and I was doing the best I could do to keep up to you. But I'll tell you one thing, any of you guys want to come hunting up here, you better change your stride. Instead of that 30-inch stride, you need a 34-inch stride. You want to keep up the billy moles, you better get your ass in shape because you can't keep up.
And practice with a pack.
Yeah,
because your shoulders, I get that when I'm sheep hunting. The first couple days, the only thing that'll be sore on me will be my shoulders, because I don't really hike too much with a pack.
Sides of my spine are still sore. But actually today, I felt a little better.
That's because you left your pack on the hill. The one day where we go on a little short jaunt, we got to go back and get the pack. But hey, we got the bear down. It don't matter.
That bear's down.
He's down. And I think that's him. I'm excited to go look at him. I don't think that bear was quite as big, but it's a big bear. I can tell you that. But I'm 99% sure this is a big bear. I'm sure 90% sure it's him, as he's been right here every morning.
After we hammered that bear, I didn't care if 30 bears spread out across here.
That's your bear.
We got the bear, you know, we may actually be able to look at bear over and compare the other video.
Yep.
See if he looks.
I think the face, if we look at the face, I think I'll be able to tell, because we saw a lot of that bear's face on day number 1 at about 40 yards as he was looking at us about 5 different times.
I thought, you know, I've been waiting all my life to do this, and I've been waiting 1.5 years to come hunt with you, Billy. And the first damn day I get here, a bear charges me. That's all I had in my mind. And when I looked up at that bear, I couldn't believe we were 30 yards from a 1,000-pound bear. I'm there like, what the hell am I doing here? Leaning behind a stupid pack. Look at that thing laying down there. That is unbelievable.
It's a mound of bear.
I'll tell you another thing guys need to understand. No matter how close you are up here, the distances they're longer than they look. They're a lot further. I would have said that was about 150 yards. And it was over 200. Yeah,
I'll range it right now and see what we got. Barry, your dream just came true, buddy. You got a heck of a bear.
It sure did. I just thank God. I just thank God that bear. We get down there, I might be able to actually talk a little bit more coherently. Right now, I don't know what to say. You know, my whole life is based on me being able to communicate with people, and now I can't even talk to one person. Thanks, Billy.
You betcha. Nice shooting.
You made my dream come true. You really have.
Well, we were talking about what a good story it would be if we actually got this bear after chasing him 2 days. And these big bears, that's what they do oftentimes. They come down and feed. At first light, they boogie. We were just, I figured when we saw him, that's right where we first spotted him. I looked down there, I'm like, there he is. It's just a dark bear. I looked at him, I'm like, yeah, it's a big bear. It's got to be him. And I was expecting that by the time we got here, he would be moving up the creek. But we knew this trail so well. We made good time coming down, buddy. I think it was worth it. You leaving your pack, because I mean, you were right on my heels. We got up here.
I said, as soon as he lifts his foot, put yours in it.
Yep.
Make sure he can't get 2 steps ahead of you. Just stay in the step.
You did perfect.
I was jumping to get in some of them, but
yeah.
I made it.
I love it when it comes together. We got a bear. Let's go get your pack. We'll come down there and take a look at this bugger. Nah, that ain't him, Barry. He's not as big as that other bear. Psych! That's him. That is him. That's him. And I can see your first shot just plain as day.
Jesus. Oh, you.
I guarantee you that's him. You see his ears? He's got those light colored tips on his ears. That's him. That's a 10-foot brown bear, Barry. Look at the hind end on that bugger. You see your shot? Just exactly because we saw it. Yeah. We watched the footage back. Perfect. Saw it blow out behind the front leg. Look at the hind end on that sucker. I mean, he's a big old fat bear.
What?
I'd be willing to bet money that's him. It's a fine bear. Can you pick his head up? He's got a melon on him.
Oh my.
He was worth holding out for.
Oh my. No. No, not worried. I know. No. That damn bear's head's. Oh my God.
He is a biggin.
I don't know what to say. Somebody got him back here.
Oh yeah, I know I hit him in the rump. At least once. Maybe even both my shots as he's running.
That's a monster. That is a monster bear. I can't believe that the size of that animal. Maybe I can hold a paw or something.
It's a good sized paw. Oh, he's got a little mark there in his elbow. How wide? What are you? Yeah, put your hand up against his paw there. Yeah, that's a wide paw. That's a big bear. Yeah, he's gonna be right at the 10-foot mark, I think. He's got ripped up ears, ripped up lips. Here we'll be able to get a better shot, I guess. But yeah, he's got a lot of missing teeth. Bear's probably gonna be pushing 20 years old. Yeah, there we go. There, I'll help you. Yeah, it's an old bear. A real old bear. Got a nasty. Canines are chipped up a little bit, but pretty good shape.
Not bad though.
But yeah, that's an old bear. Okay, so let's just get a visual. Here's a 200-pound man next to that bear. There.
That shows you the size of the man. The bear was in a perfect position for a good shot. I kept remembering, make sure the first shot counts, because anything can happen after that first shot. I don't know what all went through my mind at that time. I looked down there and I'm like, that's the dream of my lifetime. It's about ready to happen. I just couldn't believe that bear was down there. I didn't even really, I just saw it was a big bear. It was a beautiful dark brown bear. Then I realized, it really hit me that this probably was exactly the same bear that didn't think we were even worth being around. So I got to thank Billy Moles for being patient with me, and he ran me up this valley 2 days in a row. I thought we were ready to run it 3 days in a row, which I really, I kept saying I don't know if I could, but I could. If I had to do it again, I would. But thanks, Billy, and again, I want to thank my wife for giving me the motivation to be here, and thank God for creating such a place where you can come and hunt like this.
360 view to see how long that bear is. Getting a few little rain showers, and just how small his head looks at the end of that big body. I mean, he's just laying on the ground, so I mean, he's flattened out. You stand him up. Got a fair bit of video of him in the last couple days, but yeah, he's a dandy. He's everything we thought he was right from the get-go. His canines are chipped. out of here.
Yeah. Take us home.
Onward and upward. .6 without a tail.
Yeah,
With that, that's his tail. He has no tail. There's my size 12s and his feet. My size 12s look dinky. Can't even see his whole feet there. Yeah.
Hello, Karen. We're great. We're great. we got a bear this morning. Yeah, we got a bear this morning. Yeah, it was off the same looking knob. We took off on a race again. He measured a little over 10.5 feet. Yeah. Oh, it's a monster bear. It's a bear of a lifetime. It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's huge. You have no idea. We took lots of pictures. We had a great hunt. I couldn't ask for anything more. Great place to stay, and great company, great guy.
Thank you, Barry. Ditto.
Made another.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. I'll just travel light. God, what the hell was I thinking?
My wife, she's always trying to watch out for me and get me the things that I need. And she actually bought me some of the Modern Day Mountain Man DVDs, and they were so fascinating. I watched them over and over again, and pretty soon, you know, I was getting to the point where that's really all I wanted to watch. But Karen come down one day, my wife, and she said, boy, you know, why don't you call them up and go hunting? And I said, I think that's, you know, that's really over the top, you know. I mean, you know, he doesn't really want to take a guy like me hunting. I said, I'd hold him back. I said, she said, well, you don't know. She said, give him a call. Well, I ended up giving Billy Mold a call, and it was the best thing I ever did. We talked a couple times. He got me on the brown bear hunt. I originally talked about going on a sheep hunt, and I'm glad I didn't, because it would have just been too much to start with. For those people that are watching this, the hunters that are watching this, you have, if you think you've worked out enough, you haven't. You know, if you haven't worked out with a pack on, you better get one. Put about 50 pounds in it. And you better put some miles on, hike uphill, downhill, hike cross country. Don't hike on the trail, don't hike on pavement. Because it takes that to get ready to enjoy this hunt. For 3 days, we ran across the tundra, trying to catch up to the bear that we finally got. You know, don't want to spend too much time talking about that. I mean, guys, you know, just, you know how to get yourself fit, but I want to take the time to thank my wife. My wife, Karen, is an absolute angel. She watches out for me. Actually, she spoils me to death. But she actually really is the one that inspired me to call Billy Moles and go on this hunt. To her, I say, I love you and thank you so much. You know, this is a hunt of a lifetime. It was a dream come true. And next year, I'll be hunting with Billy in the Brooks Range, sheep hunting. One more person I want to thank, and that's Stacy Moles. I don't know how you have the insight to understand what your husband's dreams are. I've been around a lot of guides and a lot of people that hunt, and they always seem to be, they treat you nice, but get you in camp, get you hunted, and get you home. Billy's taking care of me just like one of my sons would take care of me. And I love him for it. You know, he made the dream of my life come true. The bear I got was not just a bear, it was the bear of a lifetime. I wouldn't even, I wouldn't know how to top that. You know, I just don't. So Stacia, thank you for understand what your husband, what inspires him and brings him back to this land and making it comfortable for him to do that. But right now we're both glad that he's gonna get out of here maybe a little bit early, maybe it's possible, and he'll come home to see the daughter he's never seen before. When he told me that, I almost felt bad that I was here. Because I have children and I know what it would be like not to see them. I mean, for over 2 months he hasn't seen his daughter, and he needs to go home to see her. So thank you, and thank you for letting me borrow your husband for a few short days. Thank you.
10 a.m. October 4th. Morning after Barry took that big bear. We're waiting for the planes. We can hear them coming. Yep, there's the planes coming over the ridge. It's been a heck of a season if I don't get back out again. I'm actually going home for a few days, then I'm coming back to hunt Kodiak for 3 weeks. But heck of a season, one I'll never forget, especially this hunt. This one kind of just capped off the season, that's for sure. But I'm ready to go home, see my family, spend some family time, and I'll be back. I'll be back soon enough. But fantastic season. It's the Alaskan Armada. Brett and Kurt. It's like an air show. Pretty much no wind today, which is an extremely rare deal in this country. Kurt's gonna taxi out of the road for Brett. Nicely done, gentlemen. Coming home, Mama.
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
Morning.
Holy
That's a
cat,
fine
is it
word.
calm.
Yeah, it's almost scary.
It is scary.
Calm before the storm.
Doesn't feel right.
Congratulations.
Oh my goodness sakes.
Good job, man.
You bet. Actually, I had a good guide.
No, you're shitting.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, somebody walked over from the bearing side.
We,
I know there's just a little bit of wind. Frost up. It just is no wind. That just ain't no wind. Okay.
It's one occupation where it pays to smoke, huh, Brett?
There's so many occupations where it pays to smoke.
Especially in Alaska. Everyone you've ever had.
On there, Billy?
I'm on. She even starts on the first pull.
Isn't that cool?
Ah.
Pretty darn nice. Where'd you guys kill that bear, Billy?
Right off the left wingtip, right down below this little knob.
On the other side of it or this side?
On the other side, down in the creek. Yeah, right off the river. Yeah, there's a little knob down there that's right on the river.
Right.
There's another little feeder that comes right in there. Yeah, I've shot a few bears right there. The salmon kind of hold right below that, you know, trying to figure out which way to go. Seems to be a pretty good spot.
How cool. That's a nice bear.
That's a good bear.
There's one dirt tootin' shooter over here.
Oh, we saw him.
Yeah, that's a good bear.
I just seen a big whale tail go under the water over here. I'm gonna see if I can see him.
Yeah, out to the left there they are.
Oh yeah, there it is.
I'm gonna go check him out there.
So are we.
Holy shit, that is so cool.
There's a bunch of them. Oh yeah, he's rolling over.
Dude, that is so cool. Look at this one, big dude over here.
Oh yeah, big old tail.
Wow, dude, that is so cool. How'd that work?
That's good. The local marine biologist Kurt Bedingfield said they are gray whales.
Absolutely.
So that's what we're going with. Now this is living, flying on the Alaska Peninsula, listening to Ozzy Osbourne. Checking out whales.
We're not even out of gas.
Oh, we gotta wait till we're over the water for that. You all showered up.
Look at this.
Nice.
Oh,
look like $1 million bucks.
Good. I got no bear grease under my fingernails no more.
Sweet. Pretty friggin' nice day. Paul was right there to pick me up. 80 degrees, this sucks. There's my little boo-boo. They're waiting for me. Yeah, just don't run over my dog, I guess. There's Matea in her cowgirl boots. Boo-boo's waving. Look at that little turd. Been a long 2 months. Oh, Boo-boo, she's not gonna recognize me. Oh, little Charlie. God, I've missed her. I've missed her. Oh, she's peeking. Look at her peeking. Hi, Boo-boo. Hi, Matea.
Hi.
Hey, Dashy boy. Hey, old meathead. Huh? You remember me, Dash? Huh? Oh, yeah. Hi, Matea.
Okay, you get the first hug?
Well.
Yeah.
Hi, Boo Boo. Oh yeah, she doesn't know me. Hi, Boo Boo.
Hi. It's okay.
Oh gosh, she's grown up a lot.
Really?
Yes. She was so cute running down the way. That's your little Frankie, huh? Come here. Oh my gosh, is she tiny? Oh my goodness. She's little. Stay down. Oh, she's so, I can't remember when Charlie was this small.
I know.
Hi, Boo Boo.
Where is he?
Hi, Boo Boo. Got you dimpy.
Who's that?
Yeah, she has no idea who I am.
I thought she would kind of know.
She holds her head good already.
Yeah. She's pretty strong.
Gosh, I gotta get used to doing this again.
Yeah. I hold her like, yeah, up like that. She likes to be held like that.
Hi, Boo Boo. She's not in a good mood.
She's ignoring you. She's like looking down and kind of up once in a while. Just like, who is this guy?
Yeah, she does grunt a lot, doesn't she?
Yeah, oh yeah. And she always seems uncomfortable. But she's not.
Yeah. Does she not like it with her head up?
No, she likes that.
Yeah. Gosh, I forgot how to.
Ooh, Terry.
You can hold her like this too, baby.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
Oh.
You see how her skin is kind of dry?
Yeah, she lost her hair again.
Yeah.
Oh, she is a little peanut. You remember Grandpa?
And there's little Frankie.
Oh, she's so little. Bad. Along came Duck. Yep, Duck. Good morning, Duck. Say moo, say moo. If I say moo, why don't you? We quack, said the duck. That's what ducks do. Quack, quack, said the duck. Bah, said the sheep. And the cow said moo. The dog. Along came Dog.
Experience, knowledge, and passion for nature, along with his unmatched ability to relate his wilderness adventures to any audience, are the cornerstones of his dynamic, one-of-a-kind presentations. A master storyteller, Billy presents at corporate events, schools, universities, conservation organizations, wild game dinners, Christian outreaches, and much more. Just like the Alaskan wilderness, no one leaves a Billy Moles presentation the same person as they enter it. Log on or call for more information.